Corey here, and I'm actually at my local Chrysler Dodge dealership because I have to get a subframe as I'm getting it replaced under warranty, hopefully. Another dealership did an alignment for me and found it necessary to grind the tabs that hold the washer in place for the lower tension struts, and now it's sliding back and forth. Now, if you follow the guide from FCA and SRT like it states in the bulletin, you'll know exactly how to elongate that hole. This way, when you turn the washer, it rotates inside of the tension strut, and the tabs prevent the washer from sliding. Well, they ground off my tabs, and it was actually at Salerno Duane in Summit, New Jersey. Absolutely horrible work, so I don't recommend going there for anything. Now I have to try to get this taken care of under warranty since it was dealer neglect. There's also another dealership in North Carolina, actually in Fayetteville, called Crown Dodge, and they botched my alignment, which is why I ended up going to Salerno Duane. So stay away from Salerno Duane in Summit, New Jersey, and stay away from Crown Dodge in Fayetteville, North Carolina. The two worst dealerships I've ever been to in my entire life. There's probably many out there that are even worse than that, but those are the worst I've been to.
So here is Crown Dodge's invoice showing what they did to my vehicle in case they try to say they never did it. It's right here. Proof is right there on the screen. This is the first alignment they attempted. Look how bad the rear camber and toe is. This is 100% factory. Nothing's adjustable except the toe, yet they managed to botch the alignment so bad. The second time I brought it to them, the camber was -4. Now, me and my brother were on vacation going to Florida, so we had no choice. The alignment was out on the highway. This is their third attempt, and we had to stay there in town until they got it decent, which is what I got right here. Then I went to Salerno Duane once I got home, as I heard good things about them, and as you can see here, this is the paperwork proving they drilled into my frame and cut and elongated the holes. And here is the damage clearly outlined with the tabs ground off. And you can see where the washer is slamming into the tabs, denting it further and causing more damage. So all the proof is right here from what Salerno Duane has done. And it's absolutely hideous, the work that they've done on the frame of a $75,000 car. Now, here's the alignment I got from Salerno Duane. After all that work, the camber and caster hasn't changed much at all, yet they put adjustable bolts in. So I went to Free Old Tire Pros, who I am sponsored by, and look at their alignment. Same exact setup as I had from Salerno Duane. In both these alignments, the suspension components are identical. The only difference is the one on the left, Salerno Duane did, and the one on the right, Free Old Tire Pros has done. So as you can see, the Chrysler Dodge dealership, Salerno Duane, and Crown Dodge can't even align the Hellcat properly. All the proof right there on the screen.
But I'm here at my dealership, which is right by my house, and it's amazing. And maybe we'll catch Russ when we go inside, and we'll talk to Claudio. Amazing dealership, fantastic, always take care of me. And they fixed the problems that other dealerships have given me on the vehicle, and now we're going to be taking care of this subframe issue. But if you need to get an alignment done, get SPC upper control arms. And do it the right way. Don't mess around with drilling holes into your subframe or getting the tabs ground off. Just don't do that. It was a big mistake. They told me they were taking care of it, and they said they can do an alignment from the factory. They can adjust everything, and they lied to me, and now I'm in a big mess. So just figured I would let you guys know. The dealership in North Carolina damaged my calipers by dropping the wheels on the caliper and chipping the paint. The guys at Crown Dodge have no idea, not a clue if it bit them in the rear end what they're doing down there, yet they brag about selling 80 Hellcats a month to the military, which is absurd that you're selling that many cars at that price and have no idea how to work on them or balance a tire properly without damaging the calipers. When I got my car back from them, my steering wheel was 45 degrees to the right and driving crooked. And I have the printouts, which I'm going to put there on the screen for you so you can see how horrible of an alignment that I got from Crown Dodge. Then I take the car to Salerno Duane, and they do an alignment that takes them 2 or 3 days ordering parts, and they drill into the frame and cut the tabs. Now it's sliding all over the place, and now I have to redo my alignment properly after getting a brand new subframe installed, which my local dealer is taking care of it here for me. So it's been one heck of a ride for me, and I just wanted to make sure you guys know when you get your alignment done, make sure to get it done by a reputable dealer that you know you can trust, and don't get anything cut or grinded down. I'm basically just recommending if you get an alignment done and need more positive or negative camber, make sure to use an upper control arm. Don't mess around with grinding or cutting. But I'm going to go ahead and step in here and talk to Claudio. Headed into the dealership now to get those parts. We're going to see if Russ is here and Claudio and see how things go. So I'm actually going to be looking at the subframe right now. It's been a long, ongoing process with this subframe. It's crazy, but it's finally going to be issue resolved. Subframe's kind of small in this car, surprisingly. It's not very large, but I'm going to be getting this resolved finally. So you can, if you look really close, you can see this is where the tabs are on the subframe. They're only there really to prevent the sliding of an adjustable bolt. When you put the factory bolt in here, you can see that there's no movement at all because the frame isn't cut. So as you turn this, it would rotate like this. Up, as the bolt was on the bottom, it would go to the left, and then the bolt would push down. So as you turn this, it would turn just like this. The bolt would push up, just like that, and it would keep turning over like this, and then as you got to the top, it would push down like that. So this washer would spin completely evenly until the bolt was trying to go up or down, then the washer would go down, and then as you turn all the way around again, it would go up. But nowhere in here do you have to grind the tabs down. You already have enough room here. I got the bolts on hand and the nuts and the subframe, everything's ready to go. I'm just waiting on SRT for the warranty. So I really wanted to finish this video the other day, but it was raining and it was just really disgusting outside. But I want to go into depth here and show you some details up close of the damage from the dealership. I think it's absolutely insane that a dealership can sell a bunch of Hellcats and brag about it and cause this kind of damage. And it's really beyond me why it's taking so long for SRT to warranty these claims. They're telling me, oh, we can't fix other dealers' damages because it's not a warranty item. It's up to the dealership. And the dealership, when I called them, said they were going to work with SRT to replace the stuff they damaged. And now they're saying nothing to SRT. They're not answering the phone. They're not communicating. It's ridiculous that I could have a $70,000 car and the dealership is responsible for the damages they cause, SRT and the dealer in the gray area, and nobody's helping me. So I'm putting this on YouTube so people can understand that if you go to the dealership and they damage your car and don't want to fix it, you have to get lawyers involved, and you got to go down the legal road in order to get this stuff repaired. It's ridiculous. I'm going to show you the really crappy work that they do. So up close, there is the damage right there on top. There's actually multiple chips on both sides. This is caused by pulling the wheel off and dropping it on the caliper. Very lazy if you ask me. Now, if you're wondering, hey, how could we know that the damage was caused by the dealer? Well, me and my brother, before we dropped it off that morning, we stopped and detailed it at a car wash, one of those self-cleaning car washes. And we were doing that because after we got the car back that evening, which we were supposed to get the car back in the afternoon so we could go to a local car show, we figured it'd be fun. Get the alignment done, go to a car show, but we'll wash it before we take it to the dealer because we wouldn't have time. As he said, it would be about 4 or 5 o'clock by the time we got the car back, and the show was supposed to start at 6 or 7. So there's no way we would have been able to get to the show on time with doing that, so we washed it in the morning. Now, if you've ever seen a Hellcat up close, or you own one, you know the front brakes get dirty as shit. They really are a pain in the ass to clean. But most guys use a brush, a rag, sometimes Q-tips, whatever works. So we just detailed the car, and we would have noticed 2 major chips on the top of the caliper on either side, considering we spent 20 minutes each just doing the calipers. Not only at the end of the day was the car not ready, that we had to wait till the following morning. So the following morning came around, we went and picked up the car, and not only the alignment was all crooked and the steering wheel was completely to the left, and we started to drive to the exit of the dealership lot, the tire indicator came on and said the tire pressure was low. So I got out to check it with my gauge. Since we just washed the car the day before, the calipers were shiny, bright red, and new looking, and we noticed the black chips on the top of the calipers. I told my brother, he looked at the other one, same thing. They both had the same marks on both calipers. Now, a rock could chip a caliper, that's correct, But because we washed the car before we dropped it off and we inspected the tires and wheels when we picked it up due to a flat tire, that is, you know, point number one, that they damaged the calipers. But also, if it was a rock chip, it wouldn't be in the exact same spot on both calipers on both sides and on the top where the wheel would touch it. So we have chalked this up to be a 100% fact they dropped the wheel on the caliper and they're not willing to admit it. These calipers are $600 a piece. And it's ridiculous when you buy a car this expensive and they're not willing to fix it. And once more, what's even worse than that is they do really crappy work. And what if someone else brings their Hellcat there? So I can't recommend Crown Dodge of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Stay away from them. Let me show you the other caliper, because if it really was a rock chip or something else, it wouldn't be damaged in identical spots. Now we're on the driver's side, and if you look right up here, you'll see it's right on the top, just like the passenger side. Exact same spot. So I've been giving Team SRT the benefit of the doubt, which is why I haven't made a video yet, but as of now, I still have no resolve on the calipers, although Team SRT, the manager up there, said he would offer to pay to paint the calipers, but these are damaged calipers now. The paint will never be the same unless I get them totally repainted, which I think they're just going to be paying for a touch-up. It's just insanity that a dealership can do this kind of shancy work. It's not good at all, especially on a car this expensive, so stay away from Crown Dodge. Also, my frame was messed up by Salerno Duane in Summit, New Jersey. So you have to watch where you take your car, as it's a really gray area. If a dealership breaks something and they're not willing to pay for it, you're pretty much screwed. So hopefully this video will help you guys out. Don't forget to subscribe, share this channel with all your friends, and we'll see you on the next video. Remember, have fun and be safe.